Bueno, estoy acá con nuestro fundador, Moyn, que tuve la oportunidad de conocerlo hace 6 años, en la primera vez en Costa Rica, en mi primera convención, y desde ese momento conecté mucho con la visión que le iba a impactar millones de vidas con este ecosistema y que íbamos a hacer el Amway de la tecnología. Y dije, wow, si Amway ha hecho lo que ha hecho, sin redes sociales, sin inteligencia artificial, sin todo lo que nosotros tenemos, estoy seguro que lo vamos a hacer. So, boss, thank you so much for being here. I think that you are like my second father. One is that the one that gave me the life, but you are like guiding me. The wisdom that you have, is like, I really appreciate that you are here with me. And for me, is that I'm going to be here for decades. I see myself doing this like my entire life in B. And I want to introduce you. Well, how old are you? Why did you decide to do network marketing, and why did you decide to start B?
Thank you, Charlie, for these amazing questions. And I'm super grateful to have you at the opening of this office. And you've been in the company 6 years now. It's incredible. And I'm so happy to see your journey here in B, how you have developed, how now you are impacting so many people around the world and leading the Latin market right now. So I'm really proud of your achievement. And
Thanks.
It reminds me of why we created B in the first place. You know, we created B for people like yourself who want to be part of one company where they can, build something, not just for themselves, but can leave something for the future generation, right? So one of our core values here in B is family. You know, when I first came across network marketing, I wanted to be a part of a company where I can leave a legacy. I can give my children a head start, so whatever I build, I can pass down to my children. And in the process of doing that, of course, through network marketing, we get to impact our community and so many people around the world, right? So I am super blessed to be in this position, to be able to lead B, to be able to be as a guide. And it's 7 years now since we started B. And we started with that mission that I want a home for myself, because I was tired of jumping from one company to another company. I want to be part of one company, but it cannot just be any company. It needs to be innovative. That's why one of our core value is innovation, and because we don't want to be left behind. So I was looking for a company that has solid founders who have good vision, but are they going to bring innovation? Because if not, the companies get left behind. We've seen that with AI. So I couldn't find those companies. And so we created B alongside my brothers. There's no other founders. There's no investors. It's fully funded, And, I'm so grateful because right now we have this solid foundation and we can proudly say we are ready to do tens of millions of customers. Right, and we set a goal now, 2026, we got to have 200 diamonds. And by 2032, we got to have 10 million customers. So I know you're going to be a big part of making that possible.
For sure.
And so why B? Why should people look into B? It's very simple. In the world, if you think about it, almost 39% of the world population are financially illiterate. They don't have knowledge about finance, and almost 70% of the world population don't even have the knowledge or the access to the tools that they can use those tools to make money from the financial market. They don't have access and they don't know how, where they can be in control and be the decision maker, be in the driving seat. And we just give them the tools and give them the decision making ability and use it to change their life. And that's exactly what we managed to build. We managed to build a platform, a fintech platform that is becoming the world's most powerful fintech platform in the world. And we have also built a very structured AI-driven education platform where anyone who wants to learn trading, they can come and learn trading and get success that is really measurable. Or they don't have to be a trader. They are someone who says, oh, I just want to make money from this huge financial market. Well, you can just learn to leverage our tools, learn to use our technology, and make your own decision 100% of the time and be able to make money of that. So you don't have to be a trader. And so if you look at other companies in our space, what is the pitch? Let me show you how to make money from the how to become a trader, right? And none of them actually works. None of them is measurable. They're still very old school. We'll give you signal. Here's my FX book, you know. None of that exists here at B. We just give you real tools and you make decision based on data, right? So men lie, women lie, but facts don't lie, data don't lie. So I always say, go into the platform, look at the data and make your own decision if this is something that you are interested in, right? And then we have AI like Deep Sage, they can ask questions and anyone can learn if they are willing. And then we have the other category of people who say, you know what, I have no time to learn. I just want to, learn about how I can multiply money because I already have money, no problem. We have built product like AI Basket. We teach people about the stock market, that they can make their own decision without having to become a trader or without having to learn a lot of the things by using the tools. So we have something for all the three category of people, and that's a huge market. So B is also created for people who just want to use the product to change their life for the better, but also created for people like yourself who say, I not only I want to use these tools to make money, but I want to get these tools out there. There's 600 million people in Latin America. And they are waiting for someone like you to go to them and show them because that's the only way they will know about our company because we don't do advertisement, right? So I am excited about the future of B. I am excited about the future of the product and services like never before because this was my dream to have a company like this. If that company exists right now, I would sign up as a distributor. I would not be a CEO, right? So, yeah.
What do you prefer, products or compensation plan?
Well, first of all, is that when I first came across network marketing, I saw the opportunity to improve myself, but the opportunity is nothing without the product because then what are you selling really? You're selling a personal development program, right? That's not what we believe in. We believe that a company that is going to be long-term and the company that is beneficial for the leaders are the ones that are product first, not compensation first, right? Because think about it. If you want residual income, that has to come from customers. And here in B, 73% of our people are actually retail customers. They don't do affiliate at all. They love using the product. So leaders come to me and say, wow, Moyn, that's a problem because I want them to recruit too. And I say, well, that's a great problem because imagine you manage to build a good, loyal customer base who don't want to recruit because they already make money using the products. Go find leaders like yourself who's willing to do the same. And if you do that enough time, you're going to end up having a huge customer base where you're going to get paid whether you worked or whether you didn't work. And that's the dream in network marketing that doesn't exist. It's just opportunity-led. So people join not because of the product, they join because of the comp plan, because of the opportunity. Here in B, people join because of the product. And so it's always the product first. But that being said, because we are the creator of the product, because we control the entire supply chain, because everything is in-house, and because it's digital too, we have a very good margin. And we are not greedy as a company. We pay very generously, right? We pay average 65% income plan to our people. Anyone who is in B, they love our compensation plan. And on top of that, we go above and beyond. We do one of the most amazing retreat that everyone should experience at least once in their lifetime, right? So we always go above and beyond not because it's an expectation, but because that's what we believe our people deserve. And we don't try to compete with others because, hey, reality is nobody does 3 retreats a year in other company. So we could just say, hey, other companies not doing retreat, we are doing, so be grateful. Why make the retreats even better? But we don't compare ourselves with others. We just say, last year we did a retreat, amazing, but how can we make it even more amazing? Because I want this to be a memory. I want people to experience traveling around the world, not just make money. I want people to increase their potential, and travel is one of the best way to do it. So we truly believe in giving back. We truly believe in helping people become better version of themselves beyond all the money. Because I don't do this for money. I do it because I love seeing change in people. That's ultimately why we created B in the first place. And then product came naturally as the idea of being able to be here as a company, not just for the next few years, but be here for the next 20 years and 30 years and beyond. And that means we have to be innovative. We have to be staying ahead. And that's exactly what we managed to do.
When you started 10 years ago, you were broke.
Yes.
Why did you start?
Why did I start in the first place?
Yes.
Well, first of all, I was always surrounded by people who never believed in me, I was working in a restaurant as a dishwasher, and the people who gave me a job, they told me, Moyn, be grateful that you have this job, because if I didn't give you this job, you'd beg in the street. And so I always had people trying to pull me down. Nobody ever wanted me to make it in life. So I thought this is normal. I wasn't negative. I wasn't complaining. I said, this is just my life. That's okay. I believe, and I'm going to continue to do what I got to do. So my biggest dream was not to have this amazing life. My idea of amazing life was just getting a good job in an office instead of washing dishes in a restaurant. Right? That was it. But when I came across network marketing, I got invited by a friend when I was 23 years old. And I was just blown away with the whole environment. I didn't believe that you could make that sort of money at that time. I saw people are talking about the money that they could make, but that didn't impress me. What impressed me was you're telling me that I can actually follow a plan that is fair for everybody. And these people around me not going to try to pull me down. They're going to push me up. Are you telling me this exists in the world? I was so fired up. I was so excited. I couldn't sleep my first week after seeing this opportunity. I just couldn't sleep. I was so excited because I couldn't believe something like that exists. And so for the first time, I felt like I'm in control of my life. I felt like it's up to me. If you want to make it happen, it's up to me. No one's going to at least push me down. Because before, people were trying to push me down and make me feel like I wasn't worth anything. And so that's why I joined. I joined because I realized this is the best system in the entire planet, which is the concept of network marketing.
So network marketing has changed your life, your entire life. And today is that I want to speak here to finish this video.
Yeah.
Your hardest day as a distributor and your hardest day as a CEO for now, because you face challenge every day.
Yeah.
But as a distributor, what was your worst day, your hardest day that you remember?
The hardest day is when years went by now and I still have no sign of success. And I had this goal. I was like, please, if I can just make enough money to be able to pay my bills. And I wasn't able to pay my bills. I wasn't able to, walk into a shop and buy a drink that I liked. I wasn't able to go into a coffee shop. I love drinking coffee. I love Colombian coffee, by the way. I wasn't able to go and choose a coffee to buy. And I felt so down because I was like, wow, all I want not to be able to worry about what I can eat or drink, and I will do this business for the next 10 years without any complaint. and it just wasn't happening. And I remember crying myself to bed, thinking that, God, I know it's going to happen, but when is it going to happen? I had no idea when it was going to happen. So it was the hardest week of my life. This was the first time where I was down for an entire week. But with God's blessing, I managed to get myself up. I managed to think like, oh, maybe there was something that I wasn't doing the right way. I came up with a new strategy. I read a new book and I said, oh, maybe I don't have charisma. Maybe I need to. So it wasn't not the best idea. My bank balance was still minus over $50,000 in debt. But it was a new perspective. I saw my situation. And I was all excited and fired up again to do this all over again. So I was crazy. I was, you can say, delusional. And yeah, it was my hardest week. But at the same time, it was the best thing ever happened to me. Because right after that, it took me 90 days to be able to be in a situation where I paid all my debts. From that moment where I felt like so down, there's no hope. A week later, it took me another 90 days of a lot of hard work and came to a position. I'm like, whoa, I'm about to make my first $1 million in the industry. Wow. And it all happened within less than 6 months. I made my first $1 million.
Wow. After that point?
After that point.
No.
And that's where most people give up. I say, hey, the moment where you feel like everything is not going the way it should, you feel so down, you feel like nothing is working, this is when your breakthrough is around the corner. The harder it gets, the more you should know that you're close. Don't give up. Keep going. And that kept me going and it changed my life.
Have you think one day that you don't connect with the industry? Like, I don't connect with this business. I don't feel good, and you still try?
I don't, because I'm always put myself in environment with the field, with the leaders, right? And so that's why I love retreats. I love events, because when I go and I hear your stories, I speak to people and it reminds me how I started. Like in this retreat, we had 700 sapphires, imagine. And, you know, speaking to them, and they're like so amazed, like, I can't believe I'm speaking to the CEO. But for me, it's like, I can relate. I know what they going through. I may not know everything. They might be even going through harder things than I did in my journey, but I know that's necessary for them to go through in order for them to go to the next level. So I always feel connected because I always surround myself with the field. I don't think like I know it all. I'm always learning. I'm learning from everyone.
And you're still learning.
Yeah, I'm still learning. Like 100%.
You're a millionaire. You already have, like, you can retire, but you're not focused on money. You're focused on develop yourself and develop all the people that join this company.
Yes, I'm still working on myself. I'm still every single day I'm working on myself. I still have a mentor that I have called with, and I discuss about the things that I can improve and do better. So, you know, and I still feel down, like I'm still a human being, but there's good and bad in every industry. But our industry has way too good than bad. And people are amazing. There's a lot of amazing people in the world, and we have to see the best in people. And I'm just grateful that we can bring people in this vehicle. It doesn't matter their religion, background, race. You know, they can come and we can be aligned with one vision and focus on empowerment, focus on becoming a good person, principle, values, you know, we talk about. And so when people come to our environment, even if they were not, they didn't have good values, maybe when they're growing up, they get drawn towards it because good energy is, it's how do I say, it's very contagious, you know?
Yes.
Even bad people can become good when they're part of good energy, right? So that's what we lead with from the top. So I'm really happy that we have great leaders like yourself at the top with great energy, great values, putting people first, and makes my life easy. Why? Because that's why we created BE, to give people a better opportunity, a better life. And that cannot happen if you don't care about people. So if you don't care about people, this business is not for you. Sooner or later, you're going to get out of the business, right? Because you don't care. You're going to quit. You're going to think, oh my God, people are weird. People are weird, but people are also amazing. Right? I was weird when I first started. I mean, I'm still, I think, a little bit weird. But guess what? Like, it's amazing, right? Like, the person who invited me to join, he prejudged me so much, he didn't want to sign me up. He's like, Moyn, you cannot, this is not for you because you don't even have friends. You only have 3 friends who's going to say no. So, like, who are you going to talk to? You know, so my friend thought I could never do this. Although he invited me, but he changed his mind. He said, you know, I have some morals. I can't get you to sign up because I think you'll lose money because you had to pay like £500 to join, right? And he was like, I don't want you to lose that money because he thought I would not make it. Imagine. So I always remember where I come from, you know, so it's not about where someone is at, it's what they're going to become. So I always look at people as who they are becoming, not necessarily where they are right now.
One message to finish was, if you die tomorrow, one message to the world.
Very deep question. I would say, you know, this life is very much temporary. We're all going to die, and we have been put into this earth as a test, and we all have the responsibility to be the best version of ourselves, right? And we have a responsibility to actually care for one another as well, because humanity is connected one way or another. So my message is like, love more, give more. If you do that, you're just going to have more fulfilling life. I don't tell people to chase happiness because I feel like happiness is temporary. I say chase contentment, because even in your bad situation, you can feel content. So my message to you is to be content in whatever you're doing, whatever you're going for. But at the same time, as human being, you should strive to achieve the highest level of your potential. That's your mission, you know, and that's what I try to do. I want to achieve my potential, and that's why I keep on trying to become a better version of me every single day. Even though I might die tomorrow, we gotta live in the present and do good as much as possible, because there are a lot of bad people out there. So we need more good people to do more good things. We need more people to become more successful, so that you can do more good things. If more good people made a mission to become more successful, we'll have more better place. If more bad people become successful, we'll have a bad place. Yes. So that's what I say, is like, there's a lot of good people who should change their mindset of not thinking that money is evil. No, money is not evil. Money is just a tool, and money reveals who people are. So if you're a good person and you make money, you're going to end up doing a lot of good with it.
Guys, this is our CEO. What an interview. Es para mí un privilegio estos minutos. Creo que muy pocas personas han podido acceder a esta información, y para mí esto es oro, porque revelan los principios, los valores, la ética del CEO con el cual construimos todos los días. We are going to impact millions of lives, millions, 30 millions life is my vision. 10,000 diamonds in this company. B changed my life, and Moyn changed my life. With San, your brother, changed my life. It's like, I think that we have the best, and now the way to be grateful with you, boss, is to expand this vision.
100%.
As soon as possible, the entire world needs to know about B, and I'm going to be in charge of that with every person that sees this video, that watch this video, and the team that we have at this moment. We are going to be millions. So thank you so much for this time. I know that time is the most valuable thing that we have in your life, and I really appreciate you. I feel like a mentor, that you are my mentor, and come with me to impact many lives, boss.
Awesome.
Boss. Thank you so much.
Thank you.